On 107, Michael Rock, Lauren, and Larry. It is 6:34. Going to be a very cold day today. Sunshine, but chilly. Highs up right around freezing, and then cold again tonight in the teens. Sunny in 30s tomorrow. Over the weekend, I'm Facebook friends with City Councilor Henry Bousquet, and saw what was a surprising announcement that Henry made, and it basically says that he has not been paid as a city councilor for nearly a year, since April 17th, 2014. And here to tell us what's going on with that is City Councilor of New Bedford, Henry Bousquet.
Hey, how's it going?
Good morning.
First everybody. How are you guys?
Good.
First of all, why did you decide to make this announcement over this past weekend? What was the timing on that?
Well, there really wasn't any master plan or anything involved. I had got to a point where I think I had exhausted what I felt were opportunities to change the ruling. I reached out to the Ethics Commission initially when this whole thing came down, and it was about 3 months. It was last March, 3 months into my new term, which I was newly elected to, and so I asked them if they would reconsider and have a look at what my actual duties as a counselor were and how they overlap with the school, which they don't.
So the Ethics Commission says that there's a conflict of interest between your job as a city councilor and your job as an instructor at Greater New Bedford Voc Tech?
Exactly. So when you boil it right down, Mike, what we have is basically a conflict in language and language alone. We don't actually vote on anything specific for Voc Tech.
Because you're not part of the school does Voc Tech even fall under the school committee? No, right?
Voc Tech has their own school committee. It's its own regional school district. It's a partnership between Dartmouth, Fairhaven, and New Bedford. And it's an agreement that they went into in the 70s that made them autonomous from New Bedford and from Dartmouth and from Fairhaven. However, because a portion of the funding is a contribution from those towns and cities, it puts me in this quasi-public. Obviously, it's public, but everybody at Voc Tech sort of assumed we're a regional school district separate unto ourselves.
So would you understand if you were teaching at New Bedford High School?
Oh, yeah. If I was teaching at New Bedford High School or at an elementary school in New Bedford, or if I was digging a hole for DPI or something like that, I totally get it. I totally get it because I, as a city councilor, can cut and slash and add money and whatever. I can mess with that budget all I want, provided it gets the votes. But this budget at
I
Voc
think
Tech,
the culinary program should be paid $1 million every
right,
year.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Especially the fat one. You know what I mean?
Right.
Exactly.
Like the Voc kids are having quiche again on Thursday.
Right.
But
So
you don't have power like that.
No way. Are you kidding me?
Right.
No way.
Are you kidding me? I would have done that years ago.
Lobster Monday, kids.
You're right, exactly. Yeah. Cookies? You want cookies? How big do you want them?
How about cookies from Italy?
So you haven't been paid as a city councilor in nearly a year.
Yeah, so I went through the Ethics Commission. They denied me. I brought it to the state legislature, and they did what they could to file a bill to make an amendment. There's exemptions for all kinds of things in these laws. In fact, there's even one that stands out to me. It literally says city councilors who are instructors at municipal colleges.
Oh, close.
So,
almost.
But we're talking about within the same municipality. So
Right.
it's that issue they're worried about, municipality versus municipality. But there's an exemption for that. But there's nothing for little old me. I'm in a donut hole. So I've been trying to, it's not really selflessly that I've been trying to fix it so that I can move forward here. But, May 22nd, we got to pull papers, and I figured it was about time to let the people in New Bedford know that I'm probably not going to run again because how can I?
You're donating your time.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
and it's one thing to donate your time a couple hours at a whack, but I'm doing 35, 40 hours a week here.
That's a lot of donating.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't mind.
Is that
doing
how much
it.
you
I love
really?
it.
It's 35, 40
easily,
hours
Mike,
a
easily.
week?
I don't care what anybody tells you.
Wow.
From the moment I wake up, 5:30 this morning, I was answering emails. From the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed, it's consumed city council, stuff. Just based on the amount of reading I have to do.
So it's not about attending meetings on Thursday nights.
No, it's not all about. No, it's not 2 meetings a month like people say. You
Right.
know, it's more like 14 meetings a month.
Yeah.
Just ask my wife. She'll tell you how much I'm home. But it's it's beyond that. It's not fair to my family to continue to move at this rate. and be gone so much, and get stopped in a grocery store and all that stuff. If they have nothing to show for it, and I feel like I'm really stealing that from them. I mean, I've always been a 2-income guy. I've always worked 2 jobs, just because that's unfortunately, back
How much
when
do city councilors make now for 30 or 40 hours a week?
we make $21,000 a year. That's the salary, and then of course you take taxes out of that. The end of the day, we walk away with about $310 a week, depending on what kind of insurance you take out. You can dig it like optional life insurance or something like that, and that's what I've done. Of course, I pay that out of my pocket the last year because I don't get a salary. So,
now, has there ever been another city councilor that has ever fallen close
Good
to
question.
this situation at all over the years?
well, the only city councilor that I know that worked at Voc Tech was George Rogers. But
Right.
he collected his salary because this was, I don't know when this I think this was based on a ruling, I think in 1988. It was a case. Norman McMahon was a school committee guy. He sold some donuts. It was, and he did it all very in a shady manner, and got caught and was told not to do it. So all about selling donuts, believe it or not. He had a company that he sold donuts from. Anyway, long story short is he worked for the school department, and he had a company which he was benefiting from a school
So
department.
the system is, I know you said it's a play on different languages and everything like
Yeah,
that. So they're basically concerned that you would have conflict of interest within that school system.
Yeah.
So
So
Yes.
why don't they just leave you out of school voting?
Well,
moving
yeah, I mean,
forward?
right, bro. Why don't I recuse myself from those things?
Yeah.
I can do that, but they said it's basically because of the word municipality, because I can't draw 2 salaries from the same municipality. So it'd be like being, someone who does plumbing for Department of Public Infrastructure.
So is it a
And
double
on
dipping
my-
kind of thing?
Yeah, and on
Okay.
my weekends, I teach after school math, and I get.
How do you
stipend
think that
for
the
or
Ethics
something.
Commission found out about this?
I don't know. They don't go looking for it. I can tell you that, and that's straight up what the investigator told me.
So
Yeah,
you
we
think
don't go looking for this stuff.
Can
So
I
you
ask
think
this
that
was
there
given
was
to us.
there were politics at play
Yeah,
here?
of course.
Can I ask
Do you
this?
have a suspicion about who?
I don't have any suspicions. It's not one of those things that I'm not gonna labor over, who did this to me. You know what I mean? I never sleep.
Can I ask you this? And you can
Sure.
answer this if you want to.
Yeah,
Do you have any support from the other city councilors about this?
You know what? I have spoken individually here and there about my situation. Just so certainly I had to let the council president know in 2014, so Joe Lopes knew, and he thought it was crazy, But again, there's so much at play here. It's not fair for me to, I can't even say anything to anybody about how can we fix this, how can you help me, because that's a direct conflict. That there is me just asking for help is a conflict of interest.
Oh, man.
So so I wanted to reach out to the people in New Bedford, the people who put me in the seat I'm in, the people
Yeah.
who
To
appreciate
explain why you may not be taking papers
right
out.
to
All right.
appreciate the people who appreciate what I do for them and say, hey guys, I don't want to let you down, but I can't keep doing this for free.
So the deadline to take out papers is when?
May 22nd.
So you've got about a couple months to straighten this out.
Yeah, if it's possible,
Yeah.
know, or
You don't
sail
se-
off
you don't
into the
sound hopeful.
sunset. Well, it's been a year, Mike.
Yeah.
It's when does one lose hope? Never. But you never know.
Well, Councilor Henry Bousquet, good luck. Hopefully it's all straightened out for you.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you. I appreciate that, you guys.
It is 6:43 Monday morning, Fun 107.